It was on pause. That's interesting. Why does there we go. I'll be back on YouTube. Everything back. Internet just tripped out for a second.
It's a 1st and 10. Nick. It's a 1st and 10. Knicks quickly to the air. Bounce it right there. Frank.
Here we go. Okay. All right, we straight. All right, shout out to Curtain Call Replays. We got Troy Franklin. Week 2 highlights every target, catch, and run versus the Colts. Troy definitely looking like a primary target in this offense. It's a great tackle by Kenny Moore.
It's 2nd down and 13 for Knicks. 4-5 through the air. McGlinchey trying to block. Here comes the rush from Lewis. Downfield, he's got him.
Good completion.
And as he scrambles to the left, Kenny Moore freezes, thinking, do I need to come up and get it, knowing that Franklin is there. But Franklin sees it happen and just takes off sprinting down the sidelines.
Dobbins in the backfield. Quick hitter. Caught right here. Franklin slashes. Breaks a Blackman.
It happened and just takes off sprinting down the sidelines.
Dobbins in the backfield.
Oh my God, they practically left him open with that. Kick Hall's way. Same as YouTube.
2nd down goal. That's a touchdown. Franklin,
jab there, goes to the outside. So the play fake to the left, man coverage. This guy gets picked off. It's just a walk-in. Great design and execution of that play.
Remarkable run. It's a jet sweep, and Franklin.
Good broken tackle.
Getting a block downfield. Quick throw outside. Franklin. And wrapped up on the
money.
ball of their hands.
Tyler Bidet is the running back. McGlinchey the block, a crossing pattern. Franklin on the fly. Knicks is 14 of 17 through the air. 3rd down, 6. Slings a pass downfield, incomplete. Harvey the back. Outside quickly. Franklin looking for a block. He got by Howard. He gets by Franklin.
You see the pressure coming from the Colts. Howard comes up and is in position to make a
tackle.
That's
a lot of deflected passes. 3rd and 24.
Well, he getting a bunch of screens. Sheesh.
Looking for blocking.
I ain't mad at it. If it's moving the ball, he getting hit a lot on short yardage. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, man. Like I said, definitely breaking out to be a primary option, offensive weapon in this offense. I do wish Courtland Sutton would get the ball more, but yeah, what it is. What's your opinion on the Steelers? Because it looks like their defense shouldn't be that bad. I don't know, bro. I think the Steelers need a better defensive coordinator. I think they need a better offensive coordinator too, honestly. If it's the same person it was last year, I think the reason why they look so good right now, I would assume, is Aaron Rodgers. The reason why they look as good as they do offensively is because of Aaron Rodgers, because they've looked the same offensively for years, in my opinion. And defensively, they've had a good defense on paper for years. Like, they may not have all the pieces, but on paper, they've had a strong defense, and they've consistently not been great. So if you got the pieces, but they're not performing well together, then I think that fall back on coaching.
Allowing the blocks to set up in front of you. Rattler.
Goodness gracious. Damian Pearson active. Nick Chubb playing, right? Out of song. All right, y'all, we got Juwan Johnson. Another week of Juwan Johnson just being Mr. Reliable. Shout out to Curtain Call Replays. This is every target. Oh, he dropped that. Oh, snap. Let me take the R off for Reliable. Oh, let me take the E off too. What the heck? All right, you got that one. Sheesh. I know that impact hurt.
sideline, one-on-one for Johnson.
Oh my goodness, good catch.
The hand to eye, and then he
Eesh. Ooh. I don't remember seeing that catch in the highlights.
Let's see, there's control.
What the heck?
Is it the shin? Is the shin going to count for the two?
The shin on the pylon. He hits
After
the
review,
pylon.
the ruling on the field of touchdown stands.
Play action Rattler. Checks it short. Johnson with blockers. First down and more.
It's a good pickup.
Last week.
Rattler. Short toss going down to get it.
Easy money.
Those throws here today. First and 10 for the 48.
Yeah, Ronaldo Green covering him.
Pocket, wide.
Oh, what the heck?
Trying to
What was
lead
up
an
with that?
improbable game-ending drive for New Orleans.
Good initial broken tackle.
Rattler. Pocket collapsing into all kinds of.
Brad Warner. He had a tough matchup. I'm not gonna lie. Tough matchup. Shout out to Curtain Call Replays again for the highlight bit, man. What's your thoughts on his performance? How many years y'all think Juwan still got, man? I think he probably play until he don't feel like it no more. Hit the like button, subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed. Next one.
Fisk verse and space.
Elic Io Manor. All right. You know, why didn't this is the Twitch? Okay, kick is connected. It's just the let me check it. Oh, the kick chat not showing up on my. Why is this not connected? The kick chat is not showing up on my interesting. All right. I gotta look at it from there. All right, so we got Elic Io Manor. Shout out to Curtain Call Replays for the highlight vid. Let's get to it. Had a nice touchdown in this game. I do think
Ward hanging in
the pump
there.
fake.
Oh, he's just going to toss it. The soft toss. This is a little Brett Favre-like. Just kind of sneak through the pocket, get it out there. However,
Good play by Cam. I think he could be a little better, but
6:02 to play in the first half. Ward lays it out there. It's
good
complete.
throw.
You're gonna see him run
Good
his
catch
route.
as well.
Looked like he's going deep, and
Good
Cam's
catch.
just gonna put it right on his back shoulder so he can stop.
I think Cam could be a little better, man.
Beautiful play there.
I was expecting more.
Great anticipation by Cam here. So they are operating a little bit quicker.
Oh, good breakup. Like, he's not playing bad, but
Ward.
I just expected
Nice time.
higher quality. That's a great catch.
Wow.
It reminded me of the catch he had on Travis Hunter.
Catch by Io Manor on the sideline.
That's nasty.
Ball by Cam
Boy.
Ward.
49 seconds to play. Second quarter.
Hey,
Ward looking,
he won a starting job for a reason.
looping out of trouble. Trying to set up
Ooh,
receivers.
this was
Gonna throw
nice.
against his body.
Crazy. Crazy.
Don't throw
That was
across your
nasty,
body, but he's
bro.
gonna throw across the entire field and find his guy Io Manor.
Hey, good job by Elic bringing it in, too.
Gets the snap off, step and throw, one-on-one. It's knocked away.
I remember in high school we had a quarterback do that to us. Well, ran across the entire field, bro. Make a throw across his body. Touchdown. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. Subscribe. Stay tuned. Stay blessed. Give me your predictions. Elic Io Manor predictions in the comment section. Yardage predictions. I give him 700. I give him 5 touchdowns. Nico getting fed today? I hope so, but I don't hope so because I got to play him in the league. So, I mean, I need him just to have a cool game. Really, I mean, I want to see Nico eat. I prefer let Jaden Higgins eat today. But, you know what I'm saying? I want to see him eat, but I need Keenan Allen to go off. My fantasy team cooked. No way Joe Burrow got injured, plus Brian Thomas acting like he don't care about football no more. Brian Thomas. Oh, no, that's not Brian Thomas' fault. That's the Jaguars' fault. They're not throwing to him. At least, like, enough. I'll say that much. They're not throwing to him enough. Like, they doing a good job spreading the ball around, but it's at the fault of, like, getting him involved. They just need to get him involved more. Seeing the clips, he was dodging passes. Who's dodging passes? We got 5 viewers on Twitch. Shout out to y'all on Kick. I need to integrate the chat, the Kick chat, bro. I don't know what's up. It's not showing up on my thing. He was dodging. I need to see them clips. I didn't see that. He was scared of the hits. I don't know about that. He getting targets. He's just not catching them. I need to see these clips. I need to see this stuff. Kick is tripping. Let me. Oh yeah, Kick is not showing up for me on this picture. I'll figure it out. I just made a Kick literally before I got on stream. All right, let's go ahead and get to this. All right, y'all, we got Tetairoa McMillan. Week 2 highlights. Shout out to Curtain Call Replays. Every target and catch versus the Cardinals. His first 100-yard game. First of many. Get to it.
First drive is a disaster.
Cardinals rush 4, quick release. It's Tetairoa. Cardinals rush 4. They protect
the completion.
Price and he completes. McMillan off to the races.
The Jets on right there. He don't got that killer speed, but that's enough. That's good work right there.
Well, you can see these. Nope.
Nasty.
Defensive back is inside. Go
sit down.
7 of 10. He's completed to 4 different receivers. Slinging it up the seam, and he goes to the rookie again. It's McMillan.
Okay.
Josh Sweat.
The zone right there. Jump ball. Oh, he got a hand on it.
Young taking a shot. Boy, McMillan, my goodness.
Right here on 3rd down for Bryce Young.
A first-round pick does not have a catch. Anytime it's McMillan.
That's his first catch on Will Johnson.
First-round pick.
A little comeback route. Easy money.
Have a catch.
Cost the playing off coverage.
Cade Mays is now
I don't get it though. 3rd and 3. See why they not pressed up.
Completes McMillan.
Bryce Young have to try to make a play at the end of this game.
Good play. Good play. Good money. Let me see that again. I'll see if he was playing off or not.
Young
Next
from his
one.
back foot completes McMillan.
Bryce Young have to try to make
Oh, well.
down for Bryce Young.
Yeah, I don't get this. It's 3rd and 3 and we playing off coverage. I'm not a Cards fan, but I know what I mean. What the heck is that? Why ain't no press? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't mind a safety sitting a little further back. But
Down for Bryce Young.
you just gave up a free first down.
A first-round pick.
Free first down. That defensive play call in 2025 though. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys. They got the dub yesterday. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Give me our yardage predictions on the season for Tetairoa McMillan. I get a boy 1K. I give him 1K. Subscribe, stay tuned, and stay blessed. BTJ got 20 targets so far on the year and just 5 catches. He got at least 7 to 8 drops through 2 games. Oh, wow. Wow, I didn't know he had that many drops. I got to see it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I got to see that. I need to fix the Kick chat once I get off of here.
Joe Burrow goes down today with an injury that.
Goodness gracious. I got so many programs running right now, bro. Y'all just bear with me. All right, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, y'all, we have Big Easy again. Joe Burrow said to miss 3 months. Are the Bengals playoff chances over? Jake Browning wasn't terrible, but he was bad. You know, I think he did a great job of slinging it, getting a touchdown pass to T. Higgins. He was spamming Jamar Chase. You know, but the turnovers was the issues. So I think like there was a lot of positives in that game, but there was some negatives too. And I didn't really look in detail to break down the negatives. Y'all let me know in the comment section. But we're gonna let them get their thoughts and let's see.
Looks to be more severe than originally thought. apparently suffered a grade 3 turf toe injury, which will require surgery and an absence of 3 months. You're falling out of your chair. This is
3 months is tough.
This is crazy.
Say it ain't so, Joe. Say it ain't
How can I send a link?
so. Oh, no. Can I say something
I got it.
that I never wanted to say
Go ahead.
in my life?
Remind me to check it again. Check it later. I got it.
No, we're not frozen. I just saying this. It was a dramatic pause.
It was, yeah.
It was a
very dramatic pause.
It was a dramatic pause.
What was the thing?
Joe Burrow was my second best quarterback in football for the last 4 years because he had beaten Patrick Mahomes when it mattered most in order to go to a Super Bowl. However, that's no longer the case. If Joe Burrow misses a significant amount of time, I will unfortunately have to remove Joe Burrow from top 5 conversations. Not because he doesn't have top 5 talent, because he's now ineligible of being in those conversations. Joe Burrow's missed the playoffs 2 years
that's how it worked, though.
consecutively. If he does not play
That's how it worked. Tyreek had a bad year last year. Really wasn't even his fault. And we don't hear nobody talking about Tyreek as a top 5 receiver. But talent-wise, we know Tyreek is a top 5 receiver. I don't even know if we hear Devontae as a top 10 receiver. I don't even know if we hear them talks. But I think talent-wise, and I think it's just because he's older, that kind of puts you out of there too, especially as a receiver. I think he top 10 talent receiver.
this year, now you're talking about him missing the playoffs 3 years consecutively, or at minimum, contributing to his team making the playoffs 3 years consecutively. There's no way you can be in the NFL for 6 years, go to the playoffs only 2 of those 6 years, be injured for 3 of those 6 years, and we put you in the top 5. It's not that he doesn't have the talent. We have to start to look at Joe Burrow, unfortunately, to some degree, like you look at Kawhi Leonard. He's just ineligible from being in the conversations. The best ability in all of football is what?
Is availability.
That's it.
Availability.
The best ability is availability. And if Joe Burrow is not available, we can't put him in the conversations. Let me give you all the quick history lesson. Comes into the league in 2020. ACL, MCL, PCL injury. And then in 2021, I believe he dislocates his pinky. Then 2022, he has an MCL sprain. Then in 2023, he has a calf. That's when he misses games. He only plays 10 games. Last year, he went crazy. Offensive player of the year crazy. And then this year, unfortunately, he has a toe injury. Now, offensive line has not been good enough. We know that. But there are a lot of porous offensive lines in football, and not that many people are missing that many games. And again, Joe Burrow is so good. He's so good that his talent will forever have him in top 5 conversations, but I have to disqualify him if he misses significant periods of time because, unfortunately, the best ability is availability, and Joe Burrow just lacks that ability as it stands right now. He a dog. He a dog when he out there.
He a dog that can't stay healthy, though. He's a Kawhi Leonard right now.
Yeah.
Tell me he's not the Kawhi Leonard of you make it to a Super Bowl, you're incredibly talented, you have all of
I think Joe's the most injury-prone quarterback right now. Like out of the top quarterbacks. That might be accurate. Oh, it's just because he played the whole season last year, so I can't really look at him like that. You know, we just had a recent season of him playing the whole season, so I don't know.
this ability, but in reality, he cannot stay healthy for them to be able to compete. Whether it's coming into a season injured or whether it's just getting injured in the season, it sucks. It's terrible. But also, Bengals.
I think last year does battle that argument a tad bit.
This is why you get offensive linemen in the draft instead of wide receivers and paying T. Higgins. Saying,
I mean, it is what it is.
More so that you don't have these issues.
But here's my thing. How much of this do you put on the O-line? How much of this do we put on Joe Burrow?
When it's continuous, I'm putting it on the O-line. I'm sorry, he gets absolutely marked by Chase Young his first year.
He does.
Ends up getting hurt. He gets sacked 8-9 times in a playoff.
Is turf toe O-line related though?
Twisted.
You have to get help there.
There's a lot of
let me know.
O-lines. Now the Bengals might have the sorriest one. They might have the sorriest one. But there's a lot of bad O-lines.
No, I think Texas O-line might be a little worse.
2 years ago, he came
to
camp with the Cats.
We'll see.
Yeah.
That's not the O-line issue.
Yeah.
That's just a Joe Burrow thing. Turf toe, that's not an O-line issue. Some people just based upon their kinetic chain, yes, it was on a sack play, but you don't know how many sacks occurred today?
Got his foot stepped on.
I would assume we probably watched about 12 games today. I would assume in excess of 66, 67 or so sacks occurred today. So, yes, the O-line is bad. It's been bad, but I think 2 things can be true. I think the Bengals O-line has been bad and needs to be better. And I believe, unfortunately, Joe Burrow, he be hurt too much. He be hurt too much, bro.
My thing, he gets injured too much. And I think it's if you have a glass cannon at quarterback, why are you not preparing to protect him?
Yeah.
That to me is the thing. You're winning in
A
spite
glass
of your offensive
cannon.
line. You're not winning. Like you should be winning.
I've never
you're winning
heard that
because of how
phrase.
talented your quarterback is and making things happen.
But
so I
to your point though, beggars cannot be choosers, people at home, because here's what we do. We get mad at the Dallas Cowboys when they don't retain or they don't acquire the star running back. Cowboys, why didn't y'all draft a running back in the first round? Why didn't y'all draft another receiver? Instead,
running back is the only position that you do not have to draft. Every year, you don't have to draft a running back in the first round. Unless that's just like the missing link, or you just have the luxury of being able to get a generational running back. But, like, that's the only position that I feel like first round you do not have to take. I think that era is kind of dead of, like, picking up running backs in the first round. Again, unless they just generational or, like, that's the missing link to your offense or to your team. You just need a running back.
Drafted an O-lineman. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They don't make the sexy decisions.
Yeah.
Then we get mad when they don't make the sexy decisions. But they have great O-lines. Now, shout out to them for trading for George Pickens. So this year you could suggest that.
Never heard. Nah, this is my first time hearing glass cannon.
The Bengals make the sexy decisions.
Yeah.
You pay Jamar Chase and you pay T. Higgins. Joe Burrow says he wants his tight end. You keep his tight end. Last year they drafted, I believe it was that second-round wide receiver out of Alabama. He didn't pan out, but they drafted that second or third-round wide receiver out of Alabama. The Bengals make the sexy decisions, and unfortunately in football, more often than not, you have to build from the inside out. You got to build in the trenches. You just can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
You can't praise Joe Burrow when he has all these super gaudy passing statistics, but then when he gets sacked a lot, but he needs more O-line help. Hold on a second now. He got all them passing statistics because y'all gave him wide receiver help. Okay, I'm done.
Also got to talk about another quarterback in the AFC getting killed right now, Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, my God.
My GOAT.
That was an interesting take on Burrow. We're going to get to this here. Interesting take on Burrow. I mean, I don't know. I've never really looked at Joe as injury prone. But, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's possible. This is possible to say. Again, like I said, he had last year where he played the whole season. So let me know your thoughts on that topic in the comment section. Let me know if y'all think they can stay afloat for 3 months. That's 4, 8. Oh, what the heck? Bro, that's 12 games. Season gonna be pretty. Yeah, that's wraps on the season. That's 12. Bye week, that's 11 games. 11 games, that's wraps. That's wraps. If y'all think it's possible for Jake Browning to keep them afloat for 11 games, let me know. Subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed. All right, y'all, we got the Chiefs are in trouble. Another segment from Speak Easy. See what they're talking about. They be reaching sometimes, but some topics be pretty cool.
Also got to talk about another quarterback in the AFC getting killed right now, Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, my God.
My GOAT, unfortunately, is struggling. The Kansas City Chiefs are sitting at 0-2. 12% of the teams that start off with back-to-back losses make the playoffs. Is this team in
12% of teams that start out with back-to-back losses make the playoffs. Really? I feel like we've seen 0-2 teams before, and like, you know, they turn it around. I feel like I've seen that before. But if they're saying 12% out of the history of the league, I mean, that's reasonable. I wonder what the stat of that is like on since 2010. I wonder what that number looks like. I'm pretty sure that number is significantly higher. If it's the history of the NFL, then yeah, all right, cool. That makes sense. But they are in a tough division. But I mean, we'll see.
danger of not making the playoffs this year, Acho?
Absolutely. The danger's already been here.
Ooh,
Let's not get it twisted. That 0-2 statistic is real. Teams that start off 0-2, only a 12% chance you make the playoffs. The Chiefs have not started off 0-2 since 2014. Andy Reid's second year with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is a gigantic deal.
Now, what did they do in 2014? Let me look that up real quick. Chiefs 2014 record. They finished 9-7. They finished 9-7, and they finished second in their division. I mean, that's still a winning record. that could get you into the playoffs. But at the same time, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It'd be some double digit win teams. So I don't know. That'd be the last seeds. So
what we are witnessing with the Kansas City Chiefs. Furthermore, we are seeing the rise of other AFC teams. The Buffalo Bills
Ravens started 0-2 and was third seed. Okay, there you go.
We'll find out about them tomorrow when they take on the Raiders, I believe, Monday Night Football. But they look legit. They have been building since last year. There are other AFC teams that are starting to take the next step, while the Chiefs appear to be taking the step back. This is a gigantic deal. Not only statistically, starting off 0-2 puts you in all types of hot water, boiling hot. Somebody bring out the coffee pot. Not only does it put you in all types of hot water, but what the Chiefs are putting out there on tape is no good.
Yeah, they're struggling. They're struggling a lot, but I also have to give them credit. They're playing, I believe, a Chargers team that is rising. I think they're going to be the one to actually compete with. I'm sorry, I don't see it from the Broncos after what I witnessed today, but I think the Chargers are going to be that team that rises to the occasion, and they're going to be the team that's competing with the Chiefs for the AFC West. And then they play the Eagles. They weren't supposed to be competitive with the Eagles.
Chargers not bad. Raiders not bad.
They were favored at home against the Eagles today. I think that there's things that need to be fixed. I want to know your opinion, though. Who's to blame for what's going on right now with the Chiefs?
I think the roster's not good enough. Let's not get it twisted. Well, the roster's not good enough, and if you want to blame the football gods, we can. Xavier Worthy hurt. Rashid Rice not only hurt, but he would also be suspended, so he has to take accountability for that. But the roster's just not good enough, because if you don't have Xavier Worthy and all of a sudden y'all have nothing offensively, you have no threats, and here's when I really knew there was an issue with the Chiefs, and I hope y'all remember this moment. Third quarter, scores tied 10-10. Chiefs got the ball coming out of halftime. I
think they got a good roster.
Andy Reid is on his own 36, and he went for it on fourth down. So you telling me Andy Reid already knew, you know what? I need 4 downs to get 10 yards. I doubt my offense so much so that at my own 36-yard line, something Andy Reid would normally never do.
I think that's more so having confidence in your offense. Like, nah, we're capable doing this. To go for it on fourth down on your own 36, that's, I believe in my team. Like, you would punt it. That's like, to say I don't believe in my team will be fourth and 1 or 4th and 2 with the game on the line, and you punt it because I don't believe in my team. But
say, I can't get 10 yards in 3 downs. Yo, give me this 4th down, baby. I need this 4th down. They end up getting stopped. Eagles, they only get 2 yards on their next drive. They're in field goal range because, remember, Andy Reid went for it on their own 36. That's 3 points. How much did the Chiefs lose by today? Oh, wait, 1, 2, 3 points. You don't think those 3 points would have mattered? So you can blame the football gods if you want. You can blame Rashid Rice, suspended and hurt. You could blame Xavier Worthy, whatever the case may be. They have faced 2 really good teams. I just think the roster's not good enough.
I do want to see whenever Rashid Rice and Xavier Worthy get healthy, how much are they designed?
I think the offense could be better, but I think it's more on play calling. I don't think it's offensive personnel. I think it's more so that.
To be featured in this offense. And we also got a super chat from Lulu saying, I get Patrick Mahomes has had all this success, but is it safe to say that he's not the best quarterback in the NFL anymore, or is it just the team?
I no longer think Pat's the best Q in the NFL. I think Josh Allen has become the best Q in the NFL, but I think that's because Josh Allen has the ability to do more with less. Remember, Patrick Mahomes has always played with first ballot Hall of Famers and has had the greatest offensive mind, I would suggest, in the history of the National Football League. Now, with all of that, Patrick Mahomes had wild success. He's the best.
You said Pat had the greatest offensive line ever?
He went to the Super Bowl, got 2 or 3 Super Bowl MVPs. So Patrick Mahomes has done about as much as you can ask for from a player. But Josh Allen didn't have Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce when he got into the league. Josh Allen had a defensive-minded football coach, not an offensive-minded football coach.
Did he say the Chiefs had the greatest offensive line ever?
Yo, y'all at YouTube, y'all watching this, think about this for a moment. If you're in the playoffs, more often than not, the coaches are offensive-minded. So if you're in the playoffs with the defensive-minded coach, you might be one cold-blooded killer at quarterback, C.J. Stroud. One cold-blooded killer at quarterback, Josh Allen. One cold-blooded killer at quarterback, Lamar Jackson. You feel me? Like, The quarterbacks that have defensive
Jared
minded
Goff.
head coaches are dudes. I think it's fair now to say, or at least ask.
Guy
is
has an
Pascal the
MVP
best
vote.
Yeah, no, I mean, you talked about Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, you know, in situations to do more with less.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a quarterback that does less with more. Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts today, you know, it wasn't an impressive performance. It doesn't ever have to be an impressive performance for him to win football games. Through 2 games, he has 250 passing.
Now, I wonder if he has the same take with the Eagles, because the numbers weren't crazy off between the Eagles and the Chiefs offensively. Yes, the Eagles have better personnel, but you know, I think it come down to play calling. Sometimes you just face a good defense. That's just what it is sometimes. But I don't think it's that the Chiefs lack weapons. Like, no, they don't have an all-pro or elite receiver, but we've seen them win 2 Super Bowls with no all-pro or elite receiver. So it's like
yards and no touchdowns. Not very impressive. I'm here to hate on him some more. Yes, chat. I am back on my Jalen Hurts is not top 5 agenda. I want to know what your idea is, though. Like, do you think Jalen Hurts played well today? Is it sustainable for maybe winning a championship?
Can we show there was a sound and video that happened at the end of the game? Yeah. I don't want to be greedy. I need y'all to hear and see exactly what happened at the end of the game. Rome, are we ready? All right, I need y'all to see this.
We're about to start 0-2 and hand Patrick Mahomes.
Who said that?
We'll hear it at the beginning of the video. Here.
2-0 start to this season. Meanwhile, the Chiefs are about to start 0-2.
In case y'all couldn't hear it, y'all can see the quotes. Apologies for the kids. Just read the asterisks. I am on this. Man, I don't want to lie. I was going to lie.
Yeah, what side are you on? Chris Jones essentially said, you know, hey, you ain't even have 100 yards. Jalen Hurts said, we won the effing game. Shut yo up. You know what I mean? Where are you? Whose side are you on in this situation?
As an Eagle fan,
I'm
on the side of Jalen Hurts. Y'all won the game. That's all that matters. Eagles won. Everybody shut up. You talking, but you can't even get inside the club. You can't even get a Super Bowl MVP. So who are you to talk to me? I got a Super Bowl MVP, family. It ain't luck. It ain't coincidence. You don't have that hardware. Shut up talking to me. As a former defensive player in the National Football League and at least a high-level defensive player
That's all I can say.
Jalen Hurts hasn't been impressive this season, especially statistically and even beyond statistically based upon film. So if I'm Chris Jones and I'm actually top
based upon film, now I'd have to fact check that and actually watch, because Acho has had some interesting takes that I don't agree with based on film. The film says otherwise on some of his takes. Based on film, I'd have to watch and see, like, is Hurts missing his receivers? Is he throwing inaccurate balls? If that's not the case, he's completing passes, but they're just not requiring him to throw that much, then that's okay. You winning. But if you're being inaccurate, then that's more on you. But if he's being accurate and he's not throwing up 300 yards, that's okay. As long as you getting the job done, you know what I mean? It's about what's required to get the win.
3 at my position, and I'm going up against this quarterback who you could suggest is barely top 10 at his position based upon skill set, I would be infuriated. Because Jalen Hurts, you got all these goons with you, and you winning, but you get all the credit. You got Lane Johnson. You got Saquon Barkley. You got A.J. Brown. You got Smitty. You got Mailata. You got Dickerson. You got Juergens. Like, Jalen Hurts, you might not even be the 8th best player on your own offense. That's if I'm Chris Jones speaking. Whereas I am unmitigated, clearly the best player on my defense. So as an Eagles fan, I'm on the side of winning in Jalen Hurts. But as a defender in football, I get it, bruh. Where you at?
Look, you have to give credit to the team that wins. Point blank period. As much as I don't like Jalen Hurts, you have to give credit. He is a winner. He's a winner. I'm never going to say he's not a winner. I'm never going to say he's not capable of winning football games for his team. But also, if I am Chris Jones, I am a little frustrated. Yeah. I'm sitting there. My offense didn't do what they were supposed to do. I really held you. We really kind of locked you down. And I'm sitting there. I'm frustrated at the end of the game. So I understand where Chris Jones is coming from. It's tough, though, whenever you're on the losing side of a football game, though. So I have to say, I would side more with Jalen Hurts in that
but
scenario.
It's tough because, like, I've been in situations when it's like, you weak. Your team ain't weak, so you get to brag because of your team. But you weak.
You sorry. Yeah.
You know what
I'm saying? I like that. Yeah, like, Jalen, you sorry.
We got some super chats. We got some major super chats. We got some thoughts.
We got some super
we
chats.
got. Well, it ain't really breaking up the intensity. Care Bear, they on your head, my guy.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they
Jaron
are.
Brandt said, "Put some respect on my QB, Care Bear. I only want you to say, go Birds, ha ha, cowgirl." They on your head, dog. They on your head.
Hold on. How much was that super chat?
That was a $20 super.
That might deserve a Go Birds. That might deserve a Go Birds.
If
You
CeeDee
get clipped.
Lamb could catch the ball, we would be 2-0 and y'all would be 1-1 right now. Never forget that. We'll see y'all later in the season.
He don't get a Go Birds.
Can they get a Go Birds?
Absolutely not. You'll never hear me say Go Birds.
That's crazy.
You just said it.
The super chat. You still not gonna hear it.
Sorry about that, Jaron.
Ridiculous.
Emmanuel says, "Who do you think has the roster and scheme to rival the Eagles?"
Okay, first off, why he take my name?
Yeah,
You feel me?
Yeah, that's
Like,
Yeah, no.
why you gonna take my?
Who got the roster and scheme to rival the Eagles? I mean that's a easy one right there. The Packers right now. Packers arguably looking like, you know, the 1A, 1B to the Eagles right now. The Lions can if they could fix whatever happened week 1. But I think right now just the Packers. That's the only thing I can think of off the top of the head. I mean, you could argue some teams in the AFC, but for sure in the NFC, I think just the Packers at the moment.
My whole
That's
how
crazy.
you spell it?
He copying your whole flow.
Build it, yeah.
My whole flow.
Yeah.
You
Bar
wearing
for
the
bar.
suit too, Emmanuel?
Yeah.
Word
He
for
got
word.
You got
and
the
H and
glasses
last
too,
name
Emmanuel?
Yeah.
You got the rollie on too, Emmanuel?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Flex, no, flex on him. Go ahead.
Nah, just it's disrespectful.
He definitely supported you, but it's okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna let you ride out.
I got.
You know, he
So I'm
definitely.
I'm tripping?
You tripping a little bit.
You might be
It's
tripping
okay.
a
You
little
might be tripping a little
Just a little bit.
My
Okay,
bad.
just a bit.
Emmanuel, I apologize. What was the question again?
The question was, who do you think has the roster and scheme to rival the Eagles?
I'm gonna say something wild.
Say it.
The Chargers. The reason being, the Chargers have the physicality to rival the Eagles. The Packers have the tense.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. Chargers don't got the corners. I like that. I like their corners, bro. But they starting corners 1-on-1 versus Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. Jalen Hurts gonna air it out. Derwin James, I like Derwin James, but like outside of him, I don't know if I could rely on their other 3 starting DBs to lock up. What it is. They front 7, nice. Run game got potential. I think their run game, we're gonna see something different tonight with the run game because they played an elite run defense last week. Quarterback obviously nice. Receiving core nice, but it's to be determined how good they really are. That's to be TBD. But that's a take out of left field, way out of left field.
They have the talent, they have the speed, they have the aggression. I don't
Jim Harbaugh
believe
probably
the Packers
box.
have the size.
Who else to call in
The
plays?
Chargers, I believe, have the size, they have the strength, and they have the scheme to say, you want to play in a phone booth, Eagles? We can play in a phone booth. Yeah, we might not have the DBs, but y'all don't use your wide receivers. If you want to play 9-on-7, 9-on-7 for the
What they do, they use their receivers when they need to use them. Oh, they don't use if they don't need to, then you know what I mean. But
those that don't know, that's the drill in practice in football where you eliminate the receivers and you go 9 defensive players on 7 offensive players, if you will. If you want to go 9-on-7, we can go 9-on-7. So I need more time.
and then
to
I don't see them
expound on
shutting
that
down
answer, but I
Saquon
see the
either.
Chargers.
There's a nice front
And
7,
real
but
quick,
they
he
I don't see
said-
them stopping their
Add
run.
insult to injury, he's Nigerian too.
Yeah.
So he really stole your flow
It's
bar
okay,
for bar,
it's
like
okay,
word
it's
for word.
okay, it's okay, it's okay,
Nice
it's
job,
fine,
brother. It's
it's
okay.
fine, it's
It's
fine.
okay.
Where we at, Care Bear?
No, I mean, there's also video coming from this game with the Eagles. The tush push obviously making more controversy here. It seems as if the center's over the ball, and then also in this one, you had a straight up false start that was uncalled. We have a video of it right here. As you can see, the left guard and the right guard both just gone before the ball's even snapped, getting off. I mean, it seems that there's now complaints around the NFL.
They got nothing to do with the tush push. That's the refs. The refs need to call that. They got nothing to do with the play itself. I'm all for the play. If you can't stop it, you can't stop it. Some teams have stopped it. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out. It's football. You know, it is what it is.
You know, Twitter's fear that the reason why this play is so effective is because it's illegal
Happens
in
every
17
play.
different ways.
if this happens every play, then somebody needs to take this film and send it to the NFL and correct it. That's it, you know. Send it to them.
Can I say this, bro? The tush
One of the coaches.
The tush push. I love the players. I hate the play. I
Gotta do
love
it.
the Philadelphia Eagles, and I love those players. Lane Johnson, we actually played together more than a decade
Offsides
ago.
every play.
I love the players. As a defender, I hate the play. How in the world can I stop the tush push when not only can you get the jump on the snap,
Who is
not only
Patullo?
can you fall start and it's not going to be called,
Who's Patullo,
but then
dude?
you have offensive
I don't know.
players that can come behind your quarterback and push your quarterback forward, and it's not like as a defense, I can push my defenders and actually gain any type of advantage. I absolutely love the players. That is the
They ran it 11 times last game.
Philadelphia Eagles in that green and white. But the tush push, I hate the play because you can false start, it's not going to get called. And even rules analyst Dean Blandino, I believe, of Fox, he might have been doing the game, and he said, bro, I'm done with the tush push. And the reason he said that, it's impossible to deliberate.
Yeah.
Like, there are certain things even within our society that are impossible to deliberate and educate, I think the word. Like, the tush push is impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible, bro.
It's very tough. It's very tough for multitude of reasons. One, it's just unstoppable. I think that I think having an unstoppable 1 yard play, I believe you should learn how to run it yourself if you're really that upset about.
That's how I feel. Number one, learn how to run it. But everybody not I feel like that's laziness. You know, if they as a team, as human beings, can run this play and execute it to the T, then I need to find somebody who can, you know what I mean? The Bills are the second best team at it. The Bills do it pretty good. But number one, spend some time to learn how to run it and learn how to stop it, you know? And they're not Super Saiyans or Monstars, you know what I mean?
About it, but at the same time, is it fun football to watch for the rest of the league? No,
Everyone can't run it.
It's just not.
Now,
unfortunately.
Conversely, though, other teams can't do it.
Yeah.
And because other teams can't do it, you got to keep it legal. I think the Vikings tried to run it today, and J.J. McCarthy fumbled.
Yeah.
So if it
Nah, they didn't try to run it. Nobody pushed him in the back. What was I about to say? I mean, like, what does it take for a team to be able to do it? I mean, I think it's just the formation, you know, because typically Jalen Hurts rolls over the offensive line sometimes. Like, I mean, yeah, he be pushing. You know, the thing is, you know, Jalen Hurts, he's strong, all that, but like a lot of time he's rolling over the offensive line to get the first down. You know, they just pile up, and that's a lot of times that's how you get it. So I don't understand what makes teams incapable. Only realistic QBs who can run it is Allen, Herbert, maybe Burrow, and Baker. Jalen Hurts, 6'2"? I mean, again, you can say he's strong, but I mean, like, plenty 6'2" quarterbacks in the league. I don't know. And again, I can see if he's running through people or he's running through tackles, but you know, that's not every single tush push. He legit just keep his legs driving, he just rolls over. Not that they're lazy. I don't know. I wish I knew the science to it, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Appreciate you for watching. Subscribe. Stay tuned. Stay blessed. Got next.
Let's talk about a real team anyway today. A real team with.
All right. Hurts 6'1", Daniels is 6'4", and everyone knows Daniels can't run it. Let's take a segment. Hey, what was that link from earlier? Repost that link. Actually, you know, I think I got it copied. Breakdown of Brian Thomas is so much worse than I remember. The drops, the shying away from contact, the giving up in plays. If he doesn't want to play ball, I'd rather him just pull an AB and just walk out the stadium.
Disastrous game that features every kind of play that you
So the question is Brian Thomas giving up on plays? That's the question.
Brian Thomas Jr. just played a disastrous game that features every kind of play that you don't want to see from a wide receiver. He took his eyes off the ball and dropped passes. Brian Thomas Jr. just played a disastrous game that features every kind of play that you don't want to see from a wide receiver.
I don't know. I mean, I can say the adjustment on this here was not aggressive,
Don't want to see
but I can't see I really can't see where the ball went.
from a wide
I mean, I'm assuming this should have been a back shoulder, but I don't know. I can't see where the ball went right there.
Eyes off the ball and drop.
You looking at the ball right here?
Passes.
Ooh, that's a
He
drop.
was blatantly shying away from contact over the middle.
Mm,
He was blatantly shying eyes off the ball and dropped passes. He was blatantly
look like he's tried to slow down for this. The only reason why I can see him being this low and not jumping up to attack the ball is if he tried to slow down. So you have to get lower to try to stop your momentum. You know.
shying away from contact over the middle of the field. He was jumping for passes that didn't need to be jumped for and landing out of bounds. That over the middle of the field. He was jumping.
I'm not gonna say this didn't need to be jumped for, but his hands are in a.
For
I think
passes
it could be in a better position.
Be jumped
Instead of like this here, it could be attacking the ball instead of, you know,
for and landing out
letting the
of
ball come
bounds.
to him.
He didn't jump on a fumble. I mean, can anybody explain this? Trevor Lawrence steps up in the pocket. He targets Thomas over the middle. Thomas is looking at Lawrence. He understands what's going on. He sees Hendrickson get pressure and bat Lawrence's wrist on the release. He sees the ball come out funny. This could easily be a fumble. And he's got a perfect opportunity to jump on it here. There's no whistle at this point in the play. But he's got a perfect opportunity.
We see stuff like this happen. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna bash that too much. Like some players will think. I mean, it's not. This happens every year. You know, every year, maybe maybe twice a season, where a pass will be a fumble, but like majority of players think it's an incompletion.
To jump on it here. There's no whistle at this point in the play. But Thomas Jr. shows no interest in the ball. The defense understands the assignment. Trevor Lawrence, he's going to understand the assignment. As soon as he gets an opportunity, he pursues the defense, returning the potential fumble, and makes a tackle at the 1. Why isn't Thomas Jr. showing that same level of effort? Let's take a look at some of these.
I mean, it's safe to assume D Winners remember the name. Hey, I've been seeing him. He been popping up on screen. Y'all got a nice one too. And Nick Martin. Y'all got some nice linebacker depth, bro.
These other plays. This is.
But I don't know. He could have just assumed that it was a incompletion.
This is a blatant example of Thomas Jr. shying away from contact. He's scared of this Bengals linebacker, this Bengals safety. So he stops running his route and just reaches for a ball over the middle instead of running through the catch.
I feel like this is chemistry. This is some chemistry issues. Like the only reason why he was stopped.
This Bengals safety.
As good as he played last year, like there's no sudden drop off like that. Like typically for a rookie receiver, like
Bengals line.
only reason why he would stop like that is if he's slowing down. I'd have to watch the play in real time or watch the all 22 angle.
Bengals safety. So he stops running his route and just reaches for a ball over the middle instead of running through the catch. And that tip results in
he did try to protect himself right there. He did. That's funny. But
through the catch.
I mean, you trying to throw a ball? He's trying to throw him a hospital ball. We saw. Didn't he just get smacked in the preseason? He got a hospital ball during the preseason. He got lit up. I mean, I ain't mad at him right there. Trying to brace. If he would have caught this, he would have got lit up.
And that tip results in an interception.
Can't turn on 22 angles of every BTJ target right now. Not because I have to edit it. And then I sound like editing right now. Like doing it. Because they get copyrighted if I let the whole clip play, especially on stream. I don't know. I got mixed feelings about this. Like I don't think he was terrible. You know, I think this has something to do with chemistry as well. Yes, he has a part on it, but it's not all him. That's in my opinion. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Trevor was trying to kill him. Was he not the one who dropped the ball and Battle got the pick? I'm right here. I think this Jordan Battle right here. He tipped it and he said the guy just said Battle got a pick. What video we got next? We got the Cowboys and the Giants. Lenore been straps too. 72 snaps, giving up 3 catches for 14. How you feel about Renardo Green? How you feel about him? He been pretty nice, huh? He sounds very disappointed in BTJ. Hey. I feel like he's been playing solid. I don't really watch him in detail. I never really watched him in detail. I probably watched his college highlights. I'm be 90% sure I watched his college highlights, but I don't really remember bro like that. But worst podcast I ever seen. Hey, now I like when Shady's on there. Shady got some decent takes. I've seen James Jones have decent takes on that other show that they had, but the one take he did have on this one was iffy, but monetizable. So that's really the main reason why I'm reacting to it. Good content, good conversations. All right, so that was a terrible game. Emmanuel Outro reacts to the Dallas win over the Giants. That was a great game. I ain't gonna lie. Very good game to watch.
Let's talk about a real team anyway today. A real team went to overtime. They went to war. They got the best out of a former Super Bowl. Absolutely not. I'm talking about the best team that wears blue and white in the entire NFL. The Dallas Cowboys got Brian Schottenheimer's first win as the Dallas Cowboys head coach. Can we get a round of applause in here? Thank you very much.
I'll give a round of applause. But I also have a super chat from earlier.
There we go.
Super chat about this topic. I've been waiting on it. So we had a super chat earlier from 40 Iceman 04. He said, "How's it going, Care Bear? Wild win for the Cowboys this week. How do you think this season will play out? By the way, go Birds."
Look, this season is going to be up and down for us, you know, but overall, I'm happy with the win today. We had some injuries on the back end. DeRon Bland, he's now missing. Our secondary looked terrible, but, you know, Dak Prescott looks like he's back to that MVP caliber player that he was in 2023, and that gives me a lot of confidence. I'm very
What time do both of the games start tonight? Central Time.
excited about what I'm going to see from my Cowboys this season. Hopefully, we can get a wild card spot and maybe spice some things up later on in the season after some trades or something. You know, but I'm not that confident. I'm not delusional at the end of the day. But you know.
It was dope. The locker room, though, it was dope seeing like Schottenheimer got his first win. He got the game ball. Jerry Jones was there. Everybody in the mom was hyped. We have the footage, I believe.
Yeah, we do have the footage here.
Turn up, let the people see it.
Very special, man, for you. First game ball, first win. Hell of a coach.
It just gives you so much pride, doesn't it? I know you never played for the Cowboys, but you probably grew up dreaming to. You probably wish that you like went to a good team like the Cowboys instead of the Eagles and the Browns. But you know what I mean? Like it means so much more whenever that Cowboys head coach gets that first dub. It's just amazing. And I think that game was incredible.
Can somebody mute his mic, please? I will say this though. Cowboys fans should feel good about getting that dub. Shout out to Shotty getting his first dub. They should feel absolutely awful and have a lot of questions about that defense, both play calling and players making plays or lack thereof. You got safeties that are supposed to be as deep as the deepest and as wide as the widest. And they are shallow as the shallowest and they are as short as the shortest. How in the world does Malik Neighbors go over your head with the game on the line? How in the world does Robinson...
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Donovan Wilson. Come on, bro. I think two of them neighbor touchdowns. At least it looked like two of them were because of him, but I could be wrong.
Go over your head with the game on the line. And furthermore, it's 4th and 4.
Potential for that young secondary is really good. Oh yeah. I need to watch some more Stout and Marquis Sigil. I need to watch some more of them. I mean, I will probably either tonight or tomorrow.
Even if Malik Neighbors doesn't go over your head, there were 2 receivers wide open on the play. Cowboys feel great about the win, but defensively, we have a lot to address. Jadeveon Clowney, I saw y'all sign him today. That's gigantic because you definitely could have used Micah Parsons.
Yeah, literally right after the game, they ended up.
They said, we need him.
Yeah, they said, oh, Jadeveon Clowney's coming, by the way.
For sure.
We definitely need him. There's plays, too, that during the game where you watch Russell Wilson have more time in the pocket than I think the Cowboys defensive coordinator was comfortable with, which is why you had those shots over the top and also just bad coverage all around.
Here's my thing, bro. I think we're confused. I think we saw 2 bad teams play, and because we saw 2 bad teams play and one had to win, we're convinced that the winner was good. When in all honesty, I don't think the Giants are very good. I believe they proved that to us last week when they got beat. I don't think the Cowboys are all that good. I think they proved that to us last week. I don't know that either of these teams are good. You walked in studio today, bro, that was an exhilarating win. I said, Care Bear, that was awful. You said that. You said this is you're the athlete speaking.
I mean, yeah, like if for your defense, it could be bad, but I mean, like, you know, if you're an offensive player, you're like, man, that was a great game. We really went out there and we matched fire with fire. You know, from a fan perspective, obviously, you know, just watching a football game. I mean, even if you're in it, I mean, yeah. If you're a defensive player, then you'll be like, man, we did bad, but that was a good game, you know, just to watch. It was a really good game.
I'm the fan speaking.
Yeah.
That was horrendous defense.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson has played, I think, him and I are the same draft class, so I think he's played for 14 years, maybe 15 years.
Wow.
He had a career high in passing yards today.
Oh, wow.
How many games has Russell Wilson played to have a career high in passing yards on his 2nd game with his 4th team? This was not good defense by the Cowboys. I don't think this was a good game. I think 2 bad teams played and one had to win. Shout out to the team that did.
I think it was a game for Russ, though, too, that you mentioned him, that he had to go out there and perform well in. Russell Wilson had to go out there and have an amazing game in order to keep his starting spot, which is what I believe he did out there. Were you impressed by him at all? I understand our defense was atrocious. I understand that there was coverage bust all over the place, but 450 yards did set a record. Like that's what you're supposed to do if you're fighting for your job, and everybody thinks that this might be the last game of you starting in your career.
Shout out to Russell Wilson, because Russell Wilson is doing everything within his power to keep Jackson Dart on the bench. Everything within his power. 454 passing yards, a career high in an illustrious first ballot, or at least, you know, maybe 2nd time Hall of Fame career. That's incredible. And he admitted after the game he's heard the noise and he wanted to do what he could to shut up the noise.
I don't even think it's about keeping Jackson Dart on the bench. I think Russ just want to play. It's not even about somebody fighting for his spot. It's just having an opportunity to get a shot, just to be a starter. That's it. Like I'm pretty sure. Again, he still believes he's a starter. You know, Geno Smith is out there starting. Ain't no QB competition there. I feel like Russ feels like I'm a starter in this league. You know, and maybe the Giants don't feel like he's not, but they wanted a young QB for insurance, for future insurance, and it what it is.
But also,
this could be a good year for Russ to have a Sam Darnold type year. Go off, you know, whether they win a bunch of games or not, go off, get paid somewhere else, you know.
Succeeded when even his coach didn't necessarily want him to.
Lamar got the best pass rate in history.
It's 2nd and 1. Jackson Dart goes into the game. Why is Jackson Dart going into the game? Russell Wilson, he's on a heater. Jackson Dart, he tries to run his own read, he fumbles. Now it's 3rd and 4. It was 2nd and 1. You just lost 3 yards, and now you're going to roll Russell Wilson back out there. 3rd and 4, Russell Wilson throws a ball behind Malik Neighbors. He drops it. Now it's 4th and 4. You got Russell Wilson out of a rhythm because you decided to bench him for Jackson Dart.
I can kind of agree with that. I mean, you know, I get Jackson Dart is more athletic than him, and you want to get him in the game, but I mean, it's not like he ain't Jalen Milroe or Lamar Jackson, you know, where we can really, you know, like utilize your speed and like you're just so dynamic. It's like, because it's like that's clearly a tail at this point, like, you know, and it's not a tail that you have an elite advantage at, you know. again, if you know how they had Flacco and Lamar, that's a clear advantage. Like Lamar's more athletic than majority of defensive players on the field. They are athletic, but he's not more athletic than everybody on the field. So it's like I don't think that was necessary. And then yes, he may be faster than Russ, but Russ is not a statue in the pocket.
4th and 4.
Mikal look like gonna be a problem. I got a lot of young talent on defense. That's crazy.
When his coach, Brian Daboll, has put Russell Wilson in compromising positions, Russell Wilson has still found ways to exceed. Shout out to Russ. I do believe he's lengthened his leash, and he's doing all he can.
Yeah, no, I mean, there were some plays during
Russ is 10 years older than Darnold? That's interesting.
that game that were just unbelievable. Like that pass to Malik Neighbors at the end of the game set my
For
jaw
real?
on the floor, man. There's just
No, you're
some
not.
things that just cannot happen in an NFL game, and I do agree with you. That's very much a player watching versus a fan watching. But when this happened right here, brother, this is this cannot happen.
Watch Neighbors, Malik Neighbors.
I can't play that whole thing. That's going to get copyrighted for sure.
On in the game, and then he just kept getting fed over and over and over again. Where would you really rank Malik Neighbors?
Darnold 28, Russ
the young
36.
wide receivers in the game right now? Because to me, he does not have a good situation.
Yeah.
There's quarterback controversy. There's head coach controversy. The play calling's up one week, down another week.
Yeah.
You never know. But he seems
forgot
to be
about
consistent
McKee.
in getting open and making plays.
I think today, more than ever, Malik Neighbors proved why he's so good. It was hard for him to do last year in the offense with Daniel Jones, but now that he has a quarterback that's willing to throw the go balls and throw them accurately, the hard part in ranking Malik Neighbors, if I can be honest with you, with the young wide receivers, there are so many good ones. And how are you defining young? Because if Jamar Chase and Amon-Ra and Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb, if they're all young still,
I'd say less than 3 years in the league is young.
Oh, well, then he's top 2, and I'm only giving space for one person who I'm not thinking about. He's better than Harrison thus far, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
He's better than Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Travis Hunter, T-Mac,
Rome
they just haven't shown us
Odunze,
enough. Rome Odunze, he's better than all them cats. Malik Neighbors is a bona fide number 1. He's a Hall of Fame talent kind of guy. We'll see where his career goes.
Okay. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section on that, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. I don't think of any closing thoughts. I can't think of nothing. Subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed. I ain't gonna lie, if I'm Eagles, I'm not trading Tanner McKee at all. That dude is some really good insurance. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't. I'd have to charge so high in order to trade a backup quarterback in today's NFL with all the injuries, especially what they got riding. I can see if it's like you in a team that's like in no man's land, then you trade it, but they got too much on the line. You have a Bryce Young conversation. What they gonna say about Bryce? Bryce, all right. I don't know. I've got a segment from Speak Easy. Terrence Crawford is the greatest I've ever seen. Let's hear this.
Last night, we got to witness history, okay? We got to witness Terrence Bud Crawford, a man whose own mother used to pay children in the neighborhood money to beat him up because he was a badass little kid. A man who got shot in the head and drove himself to the hospital. A man who then proceeded to have one of the greatest boxing careers we've ever seen. And when he didn't have anything else to prove, he said, you know what? I'm going to slay one more dragon. He went up 2 weight classes to face off against the best of the generation, Canelo Alvarez.
If you got T. Higgins in fantasy, should you be worried Jamar going to eat regardless? Nah, I don't think it's going to be a huge drop-off for T. I mean, he still got T the ball. Brownie still got T the ball. I think they'll figure it out. They're going to air it out. I think it's fine. Like obviously there's gonna be a drop off, but I don't think it's gonna be a drastic drop off.
You know what he did, Emmanuel Acho?
What'd he do?
Dominated. Absolutely dominated. Put on the muscle, put on 20 pounds of muscle, went up there, fought Canelo in the pocket,
that
around,
is crazy.
outskilled him, did everything he needed to do, even hurt him a couple
20
of times.
20 pounds
in
of
that
muscle.
fight. Terrence Crawford absolutely showed how good he is, how dominant he is, and he's the greatest boxer of this era. What an amazing performance. That's how I'm leaving it. Terrence Crawford might be the greatest I've ever seen. And I mean that wholeheartedly. It's not his fault.
I'm gonna be genuine. Like, it's an argument for it, you know, because I was thinking about it. I'm like, greatest ever is kind of crazy, but it's an argument for it because Canelo is a better boxer now. Now, I'm not gonna say he put on a good performance. But he's a better boxer now than when he lost to Floyd. Floyd obviously schooled him. You know what I'm saying? But the style in which Terrence Crawford beat Canelo, a better Canelo at that, and the style in which Floyd did, and I'm not going to say Floyd is incapable of dominating Canelo in a different fashion because he can do whatever he wants to. But I think it's a conversation, you know? Conversation. Interesting.
Resume can't match
Did they make
up
a
to
move for
others 'cause
Trey?
He wasn't in the golden generation.
Oh, Trey Lance would be a good trade. That wouldn't be a bad one. Trey Lance played good this preseason. That'd be an okay one.
Ever seen
He
at
might be the
his
greatest
weight
I've ever-
class?
Only like boxing when it's a big fight.
He might be the greatest I've
I feel
ever
you.
seen.
Here's my problem,
ever.
bro.
That's how good Terrence Crawford
After
is.
watching Bud fight yesterday, I went down like a YouTube circuit. I used to love boxing when I was in high school. Then boxing kind of got soft as I got older, if you will. Soft comparatively. When you talk about the Alis, when you talk about the Fraziers, when you talk about the Sugar Rays, when you talk about the George Foremans, and you think Bud could be the best ever?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think skill for skill, when you look at what Bud Crawford can do, he's extremely technical. Last night, he proved
I think you can make an argument for it.
It looked like his face wasn't even touched after the fight. Canelo had bumps and bruises all over his. Crawford didn't look like he was
Canelo looked out of
Crawford didn't
shape.
look like he was in a
Now,
fight.
what about this, though? What about the
I
fact
agree
that
with
back
that.
in the day,
He did not look
the
conditioned.
level of boxing was so much more competitive. And there were like 4 to 5 elites, whereas
Yeah.
now
But-
there's like 1 to 3 elites.
But I think as well the style of Crawford at Canelo's typical level, he maybe he needed to condition more. Maybe because Crawford was more active and conditioned all 12 rounds. Didn't look, there was no drop off in stamina through all 12 rounds. So I mean, I'm pretty sure Canelo didn't drop his training regimen down. Pretty sure he trained even harder for this fight. But maybe Crawford was just that much more conditioned.
This actually adds to
He
my
was gassed
point.
by
The
the fourth.
reason why I view Terrence Crawford is he is the only one with old school mentality in the new age. When it came to fighting Errol Spence, there was no excuses. I was a 135 champion. I'm going to go up to 140, 147, and I want your belts. It took way too long to have that fight happen, but when it happened, he said, I don't care about a rehydration clause. I don't care that I'm the B side. I want smoke. When it came to Canelo Alvarez, you're the best. Everyone thinks that you could beat me. Everyone thinks that you're too big. Okay, I'll go up 2 weight classes. I don't care about a rehydration clause. I don't care about a rematch clause. Let's do it in the biggest arena in Vegas, and I'm going to prove that I am the best on this night. I'm going to prove that I'm the best of this era. He's done it time and time again, and in my opinion, it's not his fault that people ducked him half his career because he couldn't sell. It's not his fault that he wasn't in the golden generation of welterweights like Floyd Mayweather was. Floyd Mayweather got the privilege of being in the same era as a Cotto, a Shane Mosley, a Diego Corrales, a Ricky Hatton, a Manny Pacquiao. He doesn't have that. As a matter of fact, he ran through 147, which was viewed as one of the most talent-rich divisions, and he did so easily, they discredited him for it because he looked too good doing it. Terrence Crawford is one of the greatest boxers I have ever seen, and I'll stand on it.
He biased, but his boxing takes a little bit better than his football take, just a little bit.
I thought you got to take it. You got to take
Come
it.
on now.
That's social trade approved right
I'm
there.
just being
That's,
honest.
That's social trade approved.
that's social trade
That-
approved.
you know what? On that note, hey, Rome, we got to get out the show.
That was a good. I mean, that's a good take. I think in general though, I think there is a very good argument out there of Crawford being the best ever. Shout out to Mayweather, obviously, but you can easily make an argument, you know, if you're just going off of skill. I think Crawford comes back and fights Canelo again, and the only reason why I say that is because he's going to get offered what Canelo made. He didn't. I seen a report saying that the pot was $200 million, and Canelo got 75%, and Crawford got 25%. I don't know if that's accurate. But it is accurate that Canelo got over $100 million. I don't know how much Crawford got paid. I would hope that he got paid at least $50 million, reasonably. But I think Crawford would go back and fight Canelo for over $100 million. He don't need to. I think he'll knock him out in a second fight. Realistically, he'll knock Canelo out. But you really don't need to fight nobody. I don't see him fighting nobody else unless it's $100 million plus every fight. If it's not, he probably gonna retire, or he might just take a break and then be bored at home and then just be like, you know what, I'll come back and fight for 80 mil, something like that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Appreciate it for watching. Subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed. Proper representing Demon Dill from Nebraska. Jake Browning being. I don't think Trey Lance could be a downgrade. With how good he played, I don't think it'd be a downgrade. All right, we got the last video, and then I'm gonna catch y'all later tonight after the game.
We gotta talk about the
YouTube.
Miami.
I'm not streaming on. I doubt I stream on YouTube. I can't stream the highlight reactions on YouTube because they get copyrighted. So for sure gonna be on Twitch. Watching the game? No, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm about to do some editing. I got a lot of editing to do, so I'm not gonna watch the game tonight. So I want to watch the Texans, but I'll probably put it on in the background. I might put it on in the background while I'm editing. We'll see. But I don't know. All right, y'all. We got Tyreek Hill should request a trade now. I think didn't Tyreek play decent this last game? It wasn't great, but I mean, like, didn't he have a decent game?
We got to talk about the Miami Dolphins. It's looking pretty grim right now for these guys.
What does it do to Canelo's legacy? People talking like it's a big blemish. I think it's somewhat of a blemish. I think it is. I mean, you had a guy who came up to fight you. You know what I mean? Like, he came to what you established to be your territory, and he beat you. So yeah, I mean, him going up and losing to B-Vol is not that bad because, I mean, there's really no blemish there. You kind of get more props for trying to be great. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think there's somewhat of a blemish, but he's still a Hall of Famer.
Had a better game this week. They still did struggle, though, against the Patriots and ended up leaving with an L. We have some.
Tyreek had 109 yards, and they say he should request a trade. I do think he should get out of Miami, and I do agree with the title. It is a little bit dysfunctional, but we got to give it until at least to the trade deadline because they you know what I'm saying? They showed something. They showed something offensively in this game. So we got to give it a little bit of time.
Audio from head coach Mike McDaniel afterwards, which is pretty uncomfortable to listen to.
To win games, you have to win the game, not lose the game, honestly. And that is how you lose the game. You're moving the ball down the field. You're
Reek would like the Bay.
And then you find yourself at second.
Shut it off.
That'd be a nice fit.
Shut it off. Can we stop with the funny stuff, Mike McDaniel? Can we stop with the sarcasm? Can we stop with the running off the field when the cameraman's following you and trying to hide? Can we just get back to winning football games? If nobody else gonna say it, I'ma say it. Cause
the clapping is OD, but I think yeah, Mike was trying to be funny. It really wasn't funny though. He was trying to be funny.
Dolphins fans, myself included, are tired of the ha-has and the kikis. We just want WWs, period. Like, they have been an embarrassment to
Mike
the
McDaniel
National
under Kyle Shanahan at some point.
The Miami Dolphins have. And then you want to get
That'd
up
be
there
nasty.
and look down and kind of have some fun, sarcastically. It ain't fun for Dolphins fans. It's not, because they in my mentions, they in my tweets, they in my comments. I know Dolphins fans aren't having fun. So Dolphins need to get back to getting W's. Until then, Mike McDaniel, stop with the sarcasm, bro. Stop with the sarcasm.
Yeah.
It's been bad.
Yeah, no, Mike McDaniel is a victim of what I believe to be a victim of is whenever you make those jokes and you meet some new people, it's funny. It's like great, but then all your homeboys that have heard the same joke over and over again, they see other people laughing, they're like, ha, he's not funny, bro.
He's not funny.
He's not funny. Stop laughing. You're just enabling this nonsense. That's what it feels like for them. And also, they have some issues. Tyree.
To each his own. It didn't hit for me, but to each his own. Go on a run to the Super Bowl. Saleh, Kyle, and Mike.
Hill seems unbelievably frustrated. There's video of him today running a route, getting open, and the ball is just not where it needs to be. He might be officially done with Tua.
I got to see this.
Go ahead and look at this right here. He's asking to get out of the game.
Did he really ask to get out the game?
Ooh. Man. You can see the frustration there.
Did he just say it? No, I could have sworn this was like third down.
From Tyreek Hill. The question for you, though, is, Acho, I mean, should he be demanding a trade right now?
Doesn't matter if he joked or not. Team night getting better no matter what.
March upstairs to the general manager in the coach's office and say, trade me while you still can. It's a win-win for
while you still can is crazy. What the heck?
For both parties. Get me out of here. I'm still incredibly valuable. I just went over.
That is factual. Nah. But Mike can't do that. Mike needs to keep the team competitive. Now, I don't know what the situation is with the GM and the owner, but he can't do that unless you get another receiver in return and some compensation right now. If that's not the case, then you can't trade Tyreek.
100 yards. Teams will still probably give up a second and a fourth round pick for me. I still got 2 to 3 more great years left. Get me out of here while you can get something from me. And Tyreek Hill, you made your money. $140 million, highest paid wide receiver at the time in the history of the National Football League. Now go back to winning. And you know who could use you, Tyreek Hill? Pat could use.
Honestly, I don't see them moving on from Tua. I don't see them trading Tyreek. As long as Mike is still there, he's going to try to make this work because he likes Tua. He needs Tyreek to make it work right now. And let's say they have a decent season. Let's say they win 10 games. He's fine. I say they trade Tyreek in the offseason. If they lose and they don't have a decent season, he's fired, and I still think they trade Tyreek in the offseason. Either way, I think Tyreek might be out of there this season. Because again, it just seems too dysfunctional. But we'll see. You never know. Some stuff could turn around, but I think an 80% chance. It's just the vibe not there, you know.
Use you. You know who could use you? The Chargers.
Now
could
Tua,
use you.
I don't know.
Hill, do not waste your final good.
Only way I see Tua getting out of there, being traded. I don't think they do it. But only way I see them trading him is if a new head coach comes in and he wants to draft his own quarterback. But other than that, I don't see him moving on to
good years of football on an organization that needs to blow up and on an organization that needs to rebuild. You made the monetary decision. You cashed out. Now go make a winning decision. Go make a legacy decision. Go finish your career getting some W's. March upstairs and demand something.
I would love to see Tyreek Hill back with the Chiefs right now. That would mean that would be amazing. I think both parties really need it at this point. And to be honest, even just watching the film, like I said, Nacho, you know, I've been watching all 22 recently. I've been getting in my football bag. I can't just be talking about it without, studying it. Brother, he's still just as good.
He is.
Tyreek Hill is still just as good. Getting open that he was 2 years ago when he nearly had 2,000 yards.
Yep. I said that the only reason why he's not in top 5 talks right now is just because his production last year, which wasn't even his fault, but that's just how those type of conversations work. It's kind of like it's a slight recency bias in all top 10, top 5 conversations. I just think it is just a little bit, but if we go off of pure talent, Tyreek easy. Top 5, top 3 receiver. You can argue top 2 if you want to, but easy top 5 receiver.
It's bad right now. You cannot allow that to happen. And for Dolphins fans,
I'm seeing them in the chat right now, a second and a third.
We need to fire
I think
Mike
that can do it
before we allow this to happen. Before we allow Tyreek Hill to leave.
But here's the dilemma, G. If you fire Mike McDaniel,
second and a late pick.
Yeah.
Because if you fire Mike
You need multiple
McDaniel,
picks, I think.
in all honesty, you got to get rid of Tua.
If you're going to go late,
because Mike
more
McDaniel
than
has
that.
only had success with Tua. Or Tua, excuse me, has only had success with Mike McDaniel.
What did he just say?
Yeah.
Because if you fire Mike McDaniel, in all honesty, you got to get rid of Tua. Because
Yeah, I think, generally, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I don't know what the GM and the owner's view is on Tua. If they like Tua, they're going to keep Tua. But if another head coach comes in and he's not high on Tua, we're going to see a sneaky draft pick. It's going to be a third or a fourth, somewhere third and lower. We're going to see a draft pick. They're going to pick a QB, and as soon as Tua gets hurt or he balls out in the preseason, it's going to be GG's. But they ask for a player in return.
McDaniel has only had success.
If they trade Tyreek right now, they're asking for a player in return. If they trade Tyreek in the offseason, they just want picks. That's how I see it. Or let's say they lose a bunch of games and they suck by the trade deadline, you get picks. If they suck by trade deadline, if they're competitive by the trade deadline, you get a player. Crash by the trade deadline, picks, offseason picks.
Success with Tua.
Born in the third.
Only had success with Mike McDaniel.
No
Tua and Mike
offense
McDaniel
to
are a
Kendrick Bourne.
perfect pair. Mike McDaniel is a brainiac coach. He wants to get the ball out quickly, and they're all about two things: ball placement and ball timing. Timing and accuracy is that whole Dolphins offense. That's why you see if you get Tua off time, Tua makes mistakes. McDaniel is a timing.
Are you hurt right now? Tyreek healthy right now?
If you bring in another offensive mind, you're hamstrung with Tua. We live in a day and age of quarterback that's mobile. Tua is one of the last of a dying breed of true immobile pocket passers. So if you go,
Tua can move. Tua's not immobile. I don't agree with that. Immobile is Jared Goff, and Jared Goff can get out the pocket a little bit. Like QB, today's pocket quarterback is faster than what 10 years ago pocket quarterback. Much faster. But I think Tua got mobility. It's not great, but he's mobile. He's not a statue for sure.
Coach Tua, you got a limited.
I didn't know Jalen Johnson can miss. I just got that notification. Jalen Johnson might be out for the season.
Whole thing up, bro.
Nah, it's frustrating right now for Dolphins fans. I feel for y'all. I cannot imagine my team having Tyreek Hill and not being able to use him. Would never happen to me. But y'all stay safe though. Y'all stay safe.
All right. Let me know your thoughts and comments on that conversation. Guys, stay tuned. Stay blessed. All right, fellas, about that time. Good stream, man. Hour 45 minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, it was gonna be shorter than that technically, but I started earlier. We got the arena. Hold on. Let me see if the arena drops some clips before I hop off. Let's see. If they drop some clips, then I'll react to these as well. Let's see what they talking about. If they short enough. If not, then I'm gonna hop off. But they did. I already touched on this, so I don't really want to revisit this here. I want to talk about it again. All right, I'll check back with them on some of these topics tomorrow. Let's see, check the live. If they got timestamps on this live. I know timestamps. All right, fellas. Good kicking it. I'm gonna be live on Twitch tonight. If I do go live on YouTube, it'll just be I might do some gaming, but outside of that, I'm probably not going live. Damn. Tough. Yeah, it was highlights and a bunch of yapping. But good kicking it, man. Tapping the D winners highlights if there's any. I see about it. I get back by week 6, Marcus Robinson. Oh, I forgot you got the Marcus Robinson. All right. Good kicking it, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all boys be blessed. Thank y'all for y'all time.